Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Polo Line, and of course, from Ghantoot Racing Polo Club, we have the finals of the Emirates International Championship here this afternoon at Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club here in Abu Dhabi, the United Arab Emirates. Another glorious day here, a lovely winter's day here in the UAE on the Sultan bin Zayed field, and we'll be starting off with the kids polo, the junior polo, for the promotion and the ongoing polo in the UAE. We have two teams, both from DPEC, Dubai Polo and Equestrian Club, and we'll do a proper introduction of them shortly. However, I'll just run through their names. Playing for DPEC A, you have Noor Alabar. At number 2 is going to be Emily Bennett, and at number 3 is Hayden Al Ahwad, and at the back door is Aran Kachowski. And for DPEC B, we have playing at number 1, Allegra Kelly, Hassan Alabar, Charlie Matthews, and Harvey Atkins. These kids have been playing an awful lot of polo so far this season together, which is great to see. And they're currently in the middle of a tournament which is being played at the 3 clubs in Dubai. They played at DPEC the other day. Sorry, they played at, it was Habtoor, I believe, and at Desert Palm. And the finals of them will be at Dubai Polo and Equestrian Club tomorrow afternoon, up there in Dubai. So here from Abu Dhabi, we have a curtain raiser here this afternoon for the kids before the Emirates International Championship. The final will be between Ghantoot and Abu Dhabi. They fought for the last week to get to this final position, and it should be a very exciting match indeed. And it looks like we have the umpire just mounting up, and the kids are just mounting up as well. Now it looks like the umpire will be Miguel. Will also be playing later on this afternoon for the... Actually won't be playing this afternoon because he was playing in one of the other teams that were playing in the Emirates International. He was playing with Estancia Lamar, along with Chino Lee, and who else is playing? Ayate Garros, and of course the one and only Ryan Al-Ajaji from Saudi Arabia. So in the meantime, we just have the kids here just starting to come out onto the field. They'll have a little bit of a warm-up on the shortened field here. I think that looks from here to Charlie Matthews on Ventron. Most of these will be mounted from the Dubai Polo Academy. I believe Allegra Kelly will be our own horse, Bandana. So it looks like we have the DPEC B team. They'll be playing in white. There's a couple of them out there in body protection as well. I see one of them certainly is in the DPEC B team, which is always a good thing to do. The Dubai Polo Academy, of course, is run by Tim Ward. After his recovery from surgery, he's been helped out by Olivia, who's been over here from England. It looks like that Tim is well on the road to recovery, which is great to see, having had a rather scary heart operation, but he's made a tough stuff, and great to see that he's back on the mend. This here is the last tournament at Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club for the 2022 year before we go into the holiday break, and then we'll go forward from there into the new year with the tournament here when it does palm, and then also of course we'll start the High Goal Series, the Silver Cup and the Gold Cup at Dubai Polo Equestrian Club. Racing and Polo Club for the curtain raiser for the Emirates Championship International, which the finals will be between Ghantoot and Abu Dhabi, having fought hard all week to get themselves to that position. But we'll start off with what is, of course, indefinitely the future of polo in the UAE, and that's our junior polo, as I said just previously to those viewers on Polo Line. They're also playing a tournament which is being split between the three clubs in Dubai. They played at Desert Palm the other day, they played at Habtoor, and the finals will be at Dubai Polo and Equestrian Club tomorrow afternoon. So I'll have the two teams lining up here now, with Miguel Dilia as the umpire, and playing at number 1 for Deepak A will be Noor Alabar. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much indeed. Playing at number 2 will be Emily Bennett. Two great forces to be reckoned with. Playing at number 3 will be Aiden Al-Ahmed. Up your company, Aiden. Well done. And of course, playing at number 4 will be Arana Kowski. And come forward on the little grey pony there. So playing in the black for Deepak A, and playing in white for Deepak A. Playing at number 1 will be Allegra Kelly. Well, Deepak pony this afternoon, not on her own familiar bandana. At number 2 will be Hassan Alabar. Up you come, Hassan. Kick, kick, well done. And playing at number 3 on Venturon is Charlie Matthews. And these two play really well together, and it's great to see them back together again, playing with Harvey Atkins. So two teams line up here now. We'll have two chuckers to be played here. Just had the umpire, Miguel, just having a quick chat with the players before we get this underway. So two teams lining up here now, and it looks like we have Deepak A in the black shirts heading towards Abu Dhabi in the scoreboard end. And the ball, there it is, ball into play, and we're underway. Out the back of the line, out it comes. Looking for that one there is going to be, and comes off with it. Nice shot there, comes under there, comes away, out into some open space. Charlie Matthews looking to put the pressure on him here now. The ball just changed line a little bit, coming down the board, just hops out over the boards and back into play, but Charlie managed to get control of it here now. Realises he just has to move on over the top of that one there so he doesn't impede the player and call the attraction of the umpire's whistle, and gets a good driving shot forward up there. Does Al-Ahmed, sends that one up forward a little bit further, but it's going to be Matthews. Matthews picks it up, turns on the play, couldn't quite control the ball, but Emily's coming forward with it here now, and it just moved up a little bit further here now. And it is going to be Aiden coming forward here now. Underneath Inaki goes with that one there. Gets a good driving shot in towards the goal. Can this be the first one on the board? He's going forward in towards the goal, Look to see where the flag is. And it looks like it's just stayed in play, right in the death of goal, and it looks like it's just gone wide. So out over the back line it is. And I'm joined here now by Tim Ward, so it's great to see you up here, Tim. And so the ball gets brought back into play here now for Deepak A. Sends that one up forward. Actually, no, it's Deepak B, but they've got the body protector on, I believe it is. Sends it forward, a little bit of a melee. Just caught and stuck in the middle of things there. Coming round onto that one there is Kachelski. Comes forward once again, looking to dribble this ball. Got a bit of a melee, got a little bit stagnant. Oh, it comes off the back of the line out here now. Driving forward here, going goal bound, playing very strongly indeed. In towards the goal. He just overcooked that one a little bit. Tries to flick that one in through the goal, but he just got too much on it and it just goes wide. Couldn't get to the ball in time and just flick it into the goal. So a little bit of discussion down there about who's going to be bringing this ball back into play, and it looks like Charlie Matthews is wanting to bring it in. And he does. Charlie comes out in zone of space here now. Looks to go by himself here now. Can he go end to end, coast to coast is what he's looking for out of this one here now. He puts that one nice in towards the middle field, but unfortunately leaves it over the top of it there. Picked up here now by Aaron. Tries to make the turning play, just over shoots that one a little bit. Allegra, nice play there by Allegra, Kelly Allegra. Trying to get a little pony going here now. Couldn't quite get hold of that ball on this occasion. It's checked up, turned round, tries to come onto it, but it's going to be Alabar to come onto this one here now. Alabar sends the ball forward. Alabar looking to centre this one underneath the net, gets a good neck shot, gets quite a lot of angle on it, but it doesn't look like his teammates going to be able to get to it. But and Charlie couldn't pick that one up either now. Little bit, and he tries to turn around, he comes round the front of that one there. And we get a whistle on the play. So it looks like we have a penalty here now in favour of Deepak A. Chelsea brings it in. Comes down the boards here now. Didn't get the next shot, but well supported by Noor. Noor Alabar up onto it here now. Noor, nice shot there by Noor. Over the shoulder up and drives that ball up nicely up the field here. Does Noor Alabar. Couldn't pick that one up. Noor trying to dig it up off the boards. Couldn't quite get hold of it, but it's going to be left now for Aiden. Aiden tings it a little bit further off the boards. Hops out over the boards here now, does Aiden, and gets into a better position and manages to bring this ball forward, but he only looks like he's shown too much of that one there to Charlie Matthews. Charlie trying to come up onto this play here now. Backhand comes in there. Nice backhand, keeping it simple there from Charlie Matthews. Sending it up there for Matthews, who's unfortunately over the top of that one there, but you have Harvey up onto the play here now, being hard ridden off, looking for the centering next shot, couldn't get the shot off he was looking for. Allegra comes in up onto the play, and it is going to be Charlie Matthews. Didn't get what he was looking for out of that one there, a little bit of deflection off the pony's leg, and it's now left here once again for Emily. People just got on top of each other a little bit too much, giving the opportunity for Charlie to get in onto the play there. Charlie gets in onto that one there quickly, and he sends that ball forward, but it looks like it's going to be Allegra, feeds it forward. They're looking for this one. Charlie gets this one towards the goal mouth here now. Charlie desperately trying to get to it, but unfortunately it just beats him out over the back line. So in a moment I'll just hand you over here to Tim and have a few words from him as well.
Thanks very much, Adam. It's a pleasure to join you up here. Adam Moon, of course, very famous guy here, involved in polo. Thank you very much for all your contributions. So here we've got the two young teams from Dubai Polo and Equestrian Club. Arhan Trotsky is going to take that hit in, and hits a lovely one up to his teammate, Aiden Al Ahmed. He's on an absolute flyer here. He's riding Pablo. Aiden over the halfway line at 100 miles an hour. He's got time to slow down, but he's not going to take it. Aiden puts it onto the 30. Half swing finish. What a goal this will be if it goes in. Just out to the left-hand side. What a run, though. Beautiful pass from Arhan Trotsky, and a fantastic run by Aiden.
So yeah, Tim, unbelievable. These are all products of your hard work, and they're doing very well indeed. As you say, he could have possibly checked, but he just had too much momentum, and he got the approach shot was just a little bit too strong, and it just drifts wide to the left-hand side. So they're looking forward to opening this match up a little bit here, these youngsters. And in comes Charlie. Always got a high work rate on the field. Charlie Matthews goes by himself. He needs a little bit of support with him. He needs someone in behind. Allegra needs to get a little bit closer if she can, just in case he gets a bouncing ball and gets over the top of it. Gets a little bit too quick. He's not going to be able to get back onto that one there. Or will he be able to? He's got plenty of space and time, but no, it doesn't look like it is. But unfortunately, it looks like we have a dismounted player, so the whistle has gone. So if we just pull up there, ladies and gentlemen, and leave the ball where it is. It looks like, unfortunately, Hassan's taken a bit of a tumble. So just have a slight pause whilst Miguel gives him a hand to get back on again. So there we go. Well done, Miguel. Thank you very much indeed. pops him back on. It's a bit like when we were all children. If there's no blood and you're not going to hospital, you're getting back on again. It's that simple. And sometimes even if there was on the hunting field, but not to worry. School of Hard Knocks. So Tim, you've had a couple of these guys for about 2 or 3 years now, I believe it, or at least a couple. He comes away, go over the top of that one there, yields off, leaves it now for Ahmed. Gets hooked off out of that one there by Harvey, leaving it now for Matthews. Matthews turns away from the players. Matthews, oh, and he just got over the top of that one there, just got a little bit too close to it on the turn, but it's now picked up beautifully by Noor Alabar. Noor takes time, coming around the corner. Good team play in behind, giving her a little bit of space and time, but watch out, Noor, you've got that Matthews coming at you, and oh, she just avoids the hooking play, but showed a little bit too much of that one there to Atkins, who couldn't get the backhand he was usually known very well for, but in comes Allegra. Allegra sends that one up forward once again, and we look for, oh no, we get a whistle on the play. Charlie Matthews, sorry, not Charlie Matthews, it was actually Harvey. Thought that he'd come onto that play, but he was a little bit in front of it, and we have a penalty here now in favour of the Deepak 18. So, good strike there by Kajowski. That was our hand. Yes, Kajowski sends that one up forward, keeps on going with the play himself on this one here. Oh, he comes in on it and tries to give it a little bit of a helping hand. Noor looking like she's getting something out of this one here now. Couldn't quite get hold of it. And once again, we have, there goes the first hooter, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a little bit of a melee. The ball comes out, and once again, who is it? It's that man, Matthews. Very competitive indeed. It runs in the family, and it is there. Matthews, unfortunately, going a little bit too quick and over the top of that one there. Couldn't control it there. Kukajowski, but it's now picked up once again by Noor. Noor playing incredibly strongly indeed this afternoon. The Polo just giving her a little bit of a helping hand as well. She should be keeping that one. And there it is. Needs to have a word with Dad and sends it up forward here once again. Does Noor Alabar. Noor, nice strike by Noor, and there goes the second hooter, and that there will end the first chukker. So the kids will just have a quick break now before we come back out again, and I'll just hand you back over to Tim. And for those viewers on Polo Line, we'll probably go to a few messages and some adverts. back to all our Polo Line viewers, and the teams are just going to come back out on the field to get chukker number 2 underway. Miguel Delia just waiting for them there, and we're starting off with the second hooter went about where he's standing, and we'll start off with another throw-in to get this underway. So 2 teams lining up here now with Deep AK going the short way. A good break there, but unfortunately couldn't quite finish it off before they got, or ran out of time as it were. So Miguel just lining 2 teams up, bowls that ball into play it is. In the middle line out, working hard on that one. This is Harvey, he's trying to get hold of that one there, but it looks like it is Aiden coming out with the ball here now, going goal bound. He's played very strongly indeed, he's got plenty of time. Can he just keep this one going forward patiently? And he does, and puts it through for the first score on the board there. Beautiful score by Aiden Al-Ahmed. First attempt was going a little bit too quick this time, kept his head and kept his cool, and through the goals it goes. For 1 goal it is Deep AK. So back to the middle of the field it is for these guys here now. Changing ends, of course. Just wanted to get into the line out. As I said, it's very important to get the set plays sorted out quickly and get onto the field. There they are, they're in a position there nicely. And coming away with it here now. Couldn't quite get hold of that one clearly, but Matthews is into it quickly. Matthews looking to go under the neck with this one here. He's got a little bit straight, couldn't get onto that one cleanly. He's just been helped out a little bit there, and the couple of them been hooked out of it and couldn't quite get onto it. Allegra comes in with the big hook to stop Aiden once more, which is great to see, and it looks like it is Hassan. Hassan coming forward out of it now, here now, swaps onto his near side, went a little bit underneath the neck, and it looks like it is Emily trying to dig that ball out, and they've just got on top of each other a little bit, and trying to come away with it is Noor Alabar. Noor Alabar, has she shown a little bit too much of that? No, she hasn't. She's gone forward with it here now. Noor Alabar looking to come up onto the play. It is lineman then ball, and it well disciplined. And it's going to be Noor trying to come onto it, gets ridden off out of it. The backhand comes in. Nice backhand there, couldn't get hold of that one, Aiden, but the backhand sent. Nice backhand there by Allegra, cracking backhand, setting it up. Charlie again, he's on the loose. Can he just control Venturon and keep the pace down a little bit? No, he just gets the backhand. Couldn't be carried off there by Aiden, and he sends it back in once more. Sends it up forward once more. Does it get there to Charlie? No, it didn't quite get as far as Charlie. It's on his near side, but he can't quite come in onto the play. Underneath the neck there, nice neck shot there by Alhan. Sends it underneath the neck, but he's been well marked. But he pushes the man away, goes back to the ball, gets a nice strike of that one there, gets a little bit too much angle on it, and Harvey can get the near side backhanders. Sends it back into the throes of play in the oncoming traffic, and Noor takes out Matthews. Noor takes out Matthews and keeps going. Matthews tries to slip around in front of him. Unfortunately, he gets a whistle. So let's see what the umpire decides on that one then. It looks like he's pointing like there's going to be a penalty here now in favour of Deep AK. With Matthews just getting a little bit over exuberant and trying to slip in front of Noor Alabar and steal that ball. Didn't manage to quite pinch it off her. But in fact, no, it looks like it's gone the other way. I do apologise. Maybe Charlie did have the right into that one there. And we'll just come back here now. It looks like Charlie's going to canter up to this one here. Comes up to it, gives it a driving shot. No, and it's just gone wide. Oh dear, a lovely opportunity gone a begging there. Looks like Ventron could do with a few less oats this morning or something, or maybe it's Charlie could do with one less Weetabix. So the ball brought back into play nicely here now by Chelsea. Chelsea sends it out towards the side, trying to link up there with Al-Ahmed. Al-Ahmed takes this ball up further here now, out into some open space. Trying to get back to him there is Harvey. Harvey not quite managed to get in touch with him. He looks over his shoulder there, does Al-Ahmed, and he realises he's got the pony, so he's going to try and outrun him, but he gets cut down, gets hooked off out of it, but he's got great support, good teamwork there for the DPEC A team. Coming onto it, couldn't come onto that one there, could Harvey? He's just shown probably a little bit too much of that one to Harvey this time, gets hooked off out of it, and Charlie's in behind. Charlie looks to check up, does so, comes wide onto this one here now, but he just gets a little bit of a shank shot, and it is going to be. Ahmed comes in, looks for that next shot, does so, gets the next shot off, a very difficult shot indeed, but unfortunately it just goes wide. So the score remains the same. 1 goal it is to Deepak A. And once more, it will be Charlie Matthews to bring it into play. They've got 3 minutes left to play. So they need to get a little bit of a wiggle on. See if they can even that score up and maybe get a couple of goals. It's certainly doable. But it looks like Charlie has yielded off that one there and leaving it now for Hassan. Hassan Alabar. Beautiful shot there by Hassan from the young man. Great play. Sends it up to Charlie. Charlie over the top of that one, regrettably. Now left here for Ian. Comes over the top of it. Gets hooked off out of there by Harvey. But it's now left for Noor, I believe it is. No, it isn't. It's Emily. Emily coming forward here. Getting hooked out by Hassan. Working hard, playing well. But it's once again, it is Matthews. Bursts out of the pack once again with the ball. But he's just sent that one a little bit wide and couldn't get back onto it again. And it is going to be Chowski comes onto it here once again. Under the neck. He comes with that one. Nice play by him. But he just, backhand comes in by Harvey. Closing the door on him once more. But Emily's coming in to give hot pursuit and send that ball up once more. Great teamwork there. Good discipline. Sends it forward. Coming up towards the goal. Got a little bit wide of it and gone wide again. Couldn't get onto it. But it's going to be time for Emily. No, Emily couldn't go. In comes Charlie. Thought he could get in. But he's just over the top of it now. And it's being brought forward here by Chowski, sends it again. Charlie comes in, ruins the player. Noor Alabar coming forward. Noor Alabar waits for the goal shot. In towards the goal it is. Underneath the neck there. And a beautiful goal there by Chowski. Take it now. 2 goals it is to Deepak A. Just waiting patiently for their turn, this Deepak A. Good discipline, going with their players and supporting their players, not rushing it. So back to the middle it is once again.
Yeah, that was great to see the teamwork there. Teamwork makes the dream work. Those players backing each other up and making beautiful passes. Emily putting a great pass up forward, and then the boys working hard to finish it off. So 2 goals to 0 with 1.5 minutes left. The ball goes in play. Both teams can get another goal or 2 here. Arhan with a huge under the neck shot. What a pass up to Aiden. That's great polo. Aiden can't get it though. And a nice near side backhand from Harvey. Doesn't get far enough. Has another go at it. Still it sits there for Arhan to have a shot at the goal. Arhan on the near side now. All of them taking a little bit closer and closer. Arhan gets one more shot. Oh, blocked on the line by Harvey Atkins. And is still there in the danger zone though. They're all working and the whistle's blown. So we'll see what the umpire decides here. Deep in the Dubai Polo and Equestrian Club B's territory. Right in front of their goal. We'll see what the umpire decides. Looks like he's going to give this one to the Deepak B team. We'll see who's going to take it. They're changing their tactics. And I'll give you back to Adam to finish off this game.
Thank you very much, Tim. And it is once again, it's Charlie. Charlie coming forward. He needs a bit of support. He's got himself a little bit too out there and lonely. But it's unfortunately over the top of that one there. And coming onto it now is Adrian. And there goes the hooter, ladies and gentlemen. And that there will end our junior polo match here this afternoon. Ladies, put your hands together. A great effort played by all out there. And running out the winners, Deepak A. 2 goals to 0 against Deepak B. They're off on their lap of honour, I believe it is. Thank you very much indeed, Miguel. Off on the lap of honour on the far side, then they'll come back round. So when they do, please put your hands together. It is their bit of fun. They've been having a lot of fun. There's a lot of momentum behind this has been provided by Tim, who is up here with me this afternoon. And all 3 of the academies up there in Dubai have been doing a sterling job with these junior players. So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands here now for our junior players here this afternoon. Running out the winners, Deepak A, Noor Alabar, Emily Bennett, Al Ahmad, and Aaron Chowski. And B in the white was Allegra Kelly, Hassan Alabar, Charlie Matthews, and Harvey Atkins. And for our Polo Line viewers, we'll go to a bit of a break before we come back again for some more entertainment and the grand final of the Emirates Polo International Championship. team will be playing in their typical purple colours, with Ghantoot in the white here this afternoon. And you see also from the scoreboard there's a 1.5 goal start there to Abu Dhabi. This is a tournament on handicap. It's a 12-goal tournament. And Abu Dhabi team have an accumulation of lesser handicaps per individual, accumulating to a lesser number than that of Ghantoot. And over 4 chukkers, this has been equated to be a 1.5 goal start there to Abu Dhabi. And actually how it works out is the difference in the accumulation of the handicap of the lesser team. The difference between that is then divided by 6 and then times by the number of chukkers that they will be playing. And we'll be playing 4 chukkers out here this afternoon. We have the name of the players up there already on the board, but we'll have a proper formal introduction to you. And just to give a little bit of history of them, for those who are unaware, for Abu Dhabi, of course, the patron, the mainstay of the Abu Dhabi team, Faris Al-Yabouni, will be playing at number 1 from Abu Dhabi himself, of course. At number 2 we have Martin Miguel Ordinas from Argentina, first time over here in the UAE, brought over by Hugo Barabucci, playing at 4, and the up-and-coming young player, Stanislao Allende, who also went to play in the World Cup to represent Argentina earlier in the year. And of course, at the back door, the chief commander himself, the legend Hugo Barabucci, having been playing polo for a number of years now, been brought up basically on a polo pony, and having played at the highest level all over the world, with many great trophies to his name. And you'll see him out here this afternoon, a beautiful horseman, a classic polo rider, and a beautiful swing. And you'll see him commanding his team and looking after everybody out there on the field. And of course, playing there for the Ghantoot team, we have Yusuf bin Dismal, an Emirati here who brought up and learning to play his polos here at Ghantoot. We have Nasser Al-Shamsi, of course, again, an Emirati who learned to play his polo here at Ghantoot and played all over the world. And playing at number 3 will be Oscar Juju-Golombres, who's just warming up there at the moment, who will be out there to give a hand to the one and only Kaku Araja, Marcos Araja, who will be playing at the back door, number 4. I have it here. Yeah, it's okay. It's too much. So we have the guys out there just having a quick stick and ball and warming themselves up. Maybe a quick change of ponies. We're just waiting for the umpire, and I believe the umpire Wright, to come out on the field from the Hurlingham Polo Association, having umpired at the highest level throughout the world, doing all the high goal in the UK and Europe, as well as having been one of the few Englishmen to have ever umpired the Argentine Open Final in Palermo, which incidentally has played over 8 chukkers, rather than the 4 that we'll be seeing out here this afternoon. An interesting thing that they did the other day for the junior polo, which was great to see, was normally when you have 2 umpires on the field and a 3rd man, they're all interlinked in an open mic so they can hear each other and talk to each other about if the play looks like it's a clean play or not. And by doing so, it stops less fouls being blown, which appear not to be fouls if they have to go to the 3rd man. And what they did the other day, they actually had all the junior players were linked into a mic so they could hear, and Peter was basically talking them through what the fouls were and what they weren't. And if it looked like someone was going to come into a foul, he said, yes, he looks like he's coming in. No, but he's cleared out the way. We'll continue to play, and showing and describing and educating them to play the advantage of polo, which ends up creating a much cleaner and safer game for everybody in the future. So it's a very good thing for them to do the other day, and a great experience for the junior players. So we have the umpire out on the field. If we can have both teams for a lineup, in the middle of the field in front of us here at the clubhouse on the Sultan bin Saeed field. And then we'll have the national anthem of the United Arab Emirates, followed by the introduction of the players. And then we'll get this, the final of the Emirates International Championship underway. The sun is starting to drop down now. And once again, a nice cool breeze coming off the sea here, giving ideal conditions here for polo.
I've just called the players who can wait. It's that simple. We cannot do the national anthem without the players. The players will line up and then we will do it. And then I will call.
It looks like the majority of the players, the Abu Dhabi team is all complete. Actually, no, we're just missing, nope, they're complete. We're just missing a couple of the players from the Ghantoot side. You see we have Nasser out there and Kako Raja. I think it's actually Yusuf, but I don't think he'll be taking too much of an insult and call him Kaku. Have been known to get Nasser and Kaku sort of mixed up once or twice from the far end of the field with a similar colour helmets. So Kaku, if you could have you in the middle of the field, please. There's always one last to the party. So if the two teams can be lined up, please. And then we'll have the national anthem. So ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the national anthem of the United Arab Emirates. Thank you very much indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Oscar, for removing your helmet from the Ghantoot side. I will just have a quick introduction of the superstars out here this afternoon, starting with Abu Dhabi. Not putting any pressure on you there, Faris, as you try and get your helmet back on. So playing at number one for Abu Dhabi, of course, it is the one and only Faris Al-Yabouni. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Playing at number two will be Martin Miguel Orenaz. In fact, they've got the shirts all Change round from the board and playing at number 3, but probably the number 2 shirt on, I think it is. We'll find out in a moment. It is Stanislaw. Elkendi. And playing at the back door, the master himself, the maestro, the one and only Hugo Barabucci. And for Ghantoot, in white, playing at number 1 is Yusuf bin Ismail. Playing at number 2 is the infamous Nasser Al-Shamsi. And the 3 are stalwart here, being associated with Ghantoot for many, many years, probably a couple of decades now. It is Oscar Juju Colombres from the Argentine. And of course, it is the one and only, the great friend of mine, Marcos Kaku Araja, from the great dynasty of Araja in Argentina. And our umpire out there on the field, on the little pamper pony, is Peter Wright. So the 2 teams will line themselves up here now and start to get themselves underway here for this final, although we've just lost a player. I think it might be Nasser. He's just disappeared off again for a moment because the pony who was wanting to play in the first chukker is not always the best or the quietest for these line-outs, sensibly opting for something that is a bit quieter and would stand for him nicely. So he just quickly whips off to his pony lines underneath the banner and portrait of the President of the UAE, Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. Of course, here we would like to thank our sponsors and participants and supporters of Ghantoot under the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Falah bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the Abu Dhabi Sports Council, the Emirates Heritage Club, Yana Hotel and Resort, and Ghantoot Equestrian Supplies. So the 2 teams line up together, the ball gets bowled into play off the back of the line, and it is here. Stanislaw comes away from it there with Kaku Raja in hot pursuit, and he gets up in front of him there, takes the man, goes for the ride-off, keeps him clear off the play. I'll explain a little bit of the rules and the play as we go through the game for those who are watching here at Ghantoot, but it looks like it is going to be Kaku, comes away with it, steals that one away there from Stanislaw. Gets up over the halfway line here now. Kaku Raja coming back in hard. Incoming with the hook there and gets it is Barabucci, covering the ground well, but it's now picked up there by Juju. He's over the top of that one there, and it's that man himself. Oh, and he couldn't pick it up. A bit of a choke swing on it there from Barabucci. And it's Colombres. Tiponi just pulls out of it. He just gets blocked off out of it. He gets asked just to move on and clear the way a little bit there by the umpire, and it's going to be Juju. Leaves it this time for Kaku Raja. Goes with a long driving shot in towards the goal. It's going. In comes Stanislaw. Saves it from the teeth of goal. Backed out into some clear area here, about 30 yards from the ball. It is from the goal. We have Barabucci to pick it up here now. Barabucci picks up the play. Looks to see where his teammates are. Oh, and he sends this one up nicely there to Yabuni. Yabuni coming up on the play. Gets called off it. Miguel couldn't get hold of that one there, and he's left that behind for Barabucci to come on to in front of Colombres. There's no prisoners out here this afternoon. They might both be based here and basically brothers in crime, as it were. There's Abu Dhabi and Ghantoot, but there's a bit of a melee going on, but Barabucci sitting, waiting patiently, drills this one out here now for Martin. Martin over the top of that one there, just a little bit of tension, a bit of tightness, and oh, in comes. It looks like it was Colombres coming up onto that one there, and he's got a player across the face of him there, and in fact, no, it was Kaku. And he's got somebody making a U-turn right in the middle of the Sheikh Mohammed or Sheikh Zayed Road, and the umpire blows the whistle. We have a little thing in polo called the line of the ball, of course, for our spectators here at Ghantoot, and that is infinite, and you may enter the line of the ball or the easement either side of it, provided you do so safely and not infringe other players. The game of polo is set up, the rules are set up for safety of horse and player, so we have to have a little bit of respect for that, and you can't come jumping in front of players when someone's coming fast up the line. We'll end up having action. So Kaku Raja, beautiful penalty taker, drives this one up forward, up the field here towards the goal. It looks like it's just drifted a little bit towards the left-hand side. Plenty of length on it, lots of good wood, but it just drifts off out to the left-hand side. And unfortunately, none of his teammates able to get to that one in time and just flick it back in through the goal. So the ball's going to be placed on the back line here now for Hugo Barabucci. Barabucci brings it up forward. Nice driving shot this time. Half swing, gets centered up forward here, trying to get that one up the front door. Bruni can't get onto that play. He's being kept off it there by Colombres. as in turn Oscar couldn't get onto his. Yes, he does. He manages to get onto that one. It is Kaku Raja. Kaku manages to get away from one. Can he get away from two? It looks like he's just been pushed off out of the play on this occasion here. And that ball has gone out over the back line. So the ball will be placed on the back line where it went out of play for another hit for Shugo Barabuchi to bring into play and try and mount an attack here for this Abu Dhabi team. Taps it once forward here this time, over the shoulder, drives this one up. Warriors option, sends it out wide there for Martin. Martin on the boards here, gets called off it by Stanislaw Lau. Checks up on the boards. Pony just not wanting to get a bit of a move on and not wanting to be dithering around here. He's looking for somewhere to drive this one up to. He does, gets that one nicely up the middle of the field here now and tries to come onto it. There is Miguel, but it looks like it's right in front of Colombres and we have a whistle on the play. Sometimes the players will be a little bit optimistic at the beginning of a chukker to actually try and test the umpire, but there should be no need to try and test the umpire what he will give and what he won't give. After all, he's been umpiring them out here for the whole of this tournament and also for a number of years in the past. So as the ball has been dropped down on the field for a penalty, we're fairly close to the beginning of the season and we have the high goal starting in the new year. And so they'll be saving these ponies and we'll be splitting these chukkers in half all the way through. A polo pony may play 2 chukkers in any one match provided it has a break and it's not showing any one chukker provided it's not showing any distress to come back out onto the field, and if it does, the umpire is deemed to have it removed from the field. As I said, the rules are set up for safety of horse then player, and if a horse, it is a physical game, does get a bit of a nick or a cut or showing any distress, the umpire therefore so can stop the game to preserve these very precious polo ponies. So we started off this tournament with Abu Dhabi coming up against Ghantoot, and Abu Dhabi winning it quite convincingly. It was almost slightly lackluster from Ghantoot, and then Ghantoot certainly must have had a bit of a team chat, and they came up against Estancia Lamar and certainly took a good control of those, as did Abu Dhabi, and therefore we find ourselves in the final with Abu Dhabi against Ghantoot. So halfway through the first chukker, and we still have on handicap 1.5 goals to Abu Dhabi. No field goal scored yet at this point in time. So we have a penalty here now in favour of Ghantoot. An Abu Dhabi player infringed Colombres. There's going to be Kaku Raja to come round up onto this one here now. All the players marking each other, looking to see what the options are. Goes with the one-time driving shot, sends it up, looking there. For Juju, sends it a little bit too far forward. Can he get onto it? No, he can't. He leaves it now. For Juju, Juju comes on. He's hooked off out of that one there by Stanislaw, but that ball is carrying on forward. It is towards the goal, but it just goes wide once more. There's still a little bit of tension in the arm there, and quite a lot of good pressure there from this Abu Dhabi team, and the ball just pushing out wide. So Barabuchi in a place he'd rather not be, on his own back line, bringing the ball into play. Goes under leg with that one, looking to set up here for Stanislaw, but he's just kept off out of the play by Kaku. Lovely riding off there by Kaku. Takes a man, circles the ball round. Beautiful horsemanship, brings it forward, keeps it short of Hugo and drives in towards the goal. It's looking good, and there it is, the first one on the board there for Ghantoot. 1 goal it is to Ghantoot. And on handicap, 1.5 to Abu Dhabi. You saw there on the play, lovely play there by Kaku Raja. No need to have these big bumping hard ride-offs, positions himself nicely, takes the man early, smothers him off out of the play, makes a beautiful turning play, an excellent horseman, and brings this one in towards the goal and finishes it off beautifully. So umpire right bowls that ball back into play again, off the back of the line, there it is, and it is going to be Barabuchi. Sends the troops up forward, being marked by Colombres. Colombres just shutting the window down so he can't go left, sends the ball straight, sends this one straight up the line here now, trying to get that one up for Stanislaw, but didn't get quite as much onto it as quite like to. Colombres comes in, takes it forward, goes to the backhand, lovely tail backhand underneath the pony's tail there for Colombres. It is going to be Kaku Raja. Kaku looks to see where his teammates are. He hasn't got the pressure on him, he's got no marking. Up goes Nasser Al-Shamsi looking for a pass. He's got all the time in the world to keep drifting this ball forward. Now he's getting to be marked, so the umpire will tell him to use that ball and use it. He does. He goes for a run himself on this one here. Goes round the marker here. Does Kaku Raja. Goes for the next shot. Couldn't get off what he'd like to, but the ball comes back to him kindly and fortuitously deep down into the bottom corner there. which unfortunately I ended up running out of sight on it, and it looks like he was trying to make the turning play and bring it back in towards the goal. So when they come back from behind the trees, I'll be able to see and inform you what is going on. And there it is, it's Kaku working hard on it still. Kaku still in possession of it here, drills that one forward, and unfortunately Cesar finds himself in a bit of no man's land, or possibly slightly manipulated. We have a player on the ground clutching a shoulder to the side. And it looks like that there is Nasser taking a tumble there behind the trees from where I'm viewing. He's made some tough stuff, and hopefully the ambulance will get there and get the magic spray on him, and he'll be okay to continue this match. So the previous play before, you saw Kaku Raja coming through with it, and you realised he had a standslide just slightly across him, and I think it could be a question of he actually slightly manipulated that foul, but that's what you do when you have the wealth of experience of the likes of Kaku Raja. I think Nasser's explaining what happened. Not sure if it was a dismount by himself after he collected a bit of jewellery or something from a horse, as in a bit. And if a horse has got a pelham, especially if he caught one of those in the ribs, it certainly does hurt. And certainly can knock the wind out of you as well. But Nasser's not shy. And he's been around this game for quite some time now, so he's made of tough stuff and he knows how it is. You need to get back on and keep on going. So we have a penalty here being exacted now for Ghantoot. Well, it's looking like a penalty too, a 30-yard undefended penalty, where Abu Dhabi will have to stand wide of their goal mouths. Kaku Raja circles around onto this one here now. At the counter, feeling confident with his pony. Comes in, goes with a nice gentle swing and chips that one through. So there it is. It's now 2 goals on the board here for Ghantoot, getting themselves out into the lead. 2 goals to Ghantoot, 1.5 on handicap to Abu Dhabi. So back to the middle of the field it is. Changing ends. Up by right, holds that ball in play. In play, he's looking for it in the middle right now. This is Barabuchi once more. Barabuchi sends the troops up forward and gets that one off here now. Looking for his Yusuf, but he just lost sight of that one there. But first onto it, looks like it's going to be a Raja. Comes together there with Miguel. Next onto that one there is Nasser. Under the neck he goes, clearing it away out towards the picture at the corner of Sheikh Khalifa. Underneath the backhand comes in with that one there, trying to come onto it. There are a couple of players and it falls there for Kaku. Kaku working hard on it. There's a little bit of a melee and they're working hard to try and get this one cleared away, and cleared away it is in the form of Bintas Mal. Bintas Mal sends it up as Stanislaw, well positioned, sends the backhand. There goes the first shooter. 30 seconds of sudden death. Nice play there by Yabuni. Takes the man. Couldn't get onto it there, could Miguel, but it looks like once again it is going to be a man. Barabuchi couldn't get control that bouncing ball as that clock is ticking away, and they're looking just to clear this one away from their own half. Up come Ghantoot once more, but first onto it is going to be Martin. Backhand, didn't get the angle of distance he looked for, and it falls kindly there now for Kaku Raja, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the hooter to end chucker number 1 with a score being 2 goals in this Ghantoot, 1.5. to Abu Dhabi. Sat there in the first chucker, ladies and gentlemen. For the viewers on Polo line, we'll go some messages and some adverts. For those of you here enjoying this game live, the team will leave the field of play, and just before that you saw as the backhand was coming in, you might have noticed or not, but watch out for this. Kaku Raja realised he had going to go for the backhand. He checked his pony up but didn't commit to a turn until he knew the backhand had been executed with good distance on it, but the fact that he had checked his pony up, he had it balanced beautifully. So the outside or keep his momentum going forward, which he did. to Polo line here at Ghantoot. Just to start, chucker number 2. This, of course, being streamed on pololine.tv throughout the world. Umpire Wright will just line these two teams up here now and look to get this underway once again. Chucker number 2. So there it is, ball, bowled into play it is, middle line out, looking for that one there. Well, it's not that, but it looks like it's going to be Nasser. Nasser breaks well. Nasser Shamsi, but looking at him, marking him off out of it there, it's going to be Barabuchi. Barabuchi comes up onto it, doesn't play the backhand, tries to keep this ball moving forward, leaves it now for Martin goes for the next shot, ricochets off pony, didn't get what he wanted, but it's going to be Kaku Raja fighting like a little rabid dog in there with the support of Colombres, but it's going to be Stanislaw, comes away with it here now. It's Stanislaw, an opportunity to get that ball up there for Yabuni, but just falls a little bit short, and the backhand comes in once again by Nasser Shamsi, sends it down, trying to get onto it. It's going to be Barabuchi, sends the backhand, comes off the pony, couldn't get the clean shot he was looking for. In comes Juju, but he does so in front of Barabuchi, and we get a whistle on the play. And you see Hugo got himself established on the line, and you got Juju just cutting across the front of him. So naughty there, Timothy, and we'll have a free hit, penalty fine in favour of Abu Dhabi. Barabuchi taps it once, lets his boys get going, sends it up here now for Stanislaw, well marked, shut out of the play by Kaku, coming across there is Colombres, Colombres at pace, Colombres looking to get round Barabuchi, Barabuchi taking the shorter route down the middle of the field here now, in tension with it, goes with a cut shot in towards the neck, underneath the neck he goes and puts it away, a beautiful goal there by Colombres, under pressure from the maestro himself, loves to run, loves to go hard, does Oscar Colombres. Goal number 3 on the board there for Ghantoot. Great goal there by Juju. So, lining up once more on umpire right. Ball, Bolden's playing, back of the line out, and he comes to this one here. It's going to be Kapu, comes away with it. Opts to take the man, goes on the near side, plays the near side shot. The Stanislaw picks it up here now, drills it forward, but there's nobody home for Ghantoot, for Abu Dhabi. But Ghantoot player in the form of Kaku. Kaku makes a turn. Turns back in, faces up towards his own goal. He's been marked there by Miguel, but in behind to give him the support as needed is Colombres. Colombres didn't need it on this occasion. He sends that ball up there. Does Kaku looking for the boys up the front, but it doesn't quite get as far as he would like it to have done so. But in comes Yusuf bin Dismal, optimistically trying to get onto that one there, and unfortunately just catches the attention of the umpire as he just sneaks in front of Hugo Barabuchi. It's that great horsemanship that gives him the ability to get into these amazing positions. And so the ball's been placed down here now for a spot penalty. In favour of Abu Dhabi, umpire calling play. And so play is called. Hugo can't touch that ball once play is called. I think he's going to play the gentlemanly option here now. Players must get a move on with this, because if they don't, they will have the penalty reversed or a throw in, and there it is, driven up there by Barabuchi. Barabuchi's ball in the danger zone. Can't get onto it, can their own teammates there, but it's left here now. Turning nicely, it is Juju. Got a bit wide, and pick it up, keeps it forward. Colombres sends this one up here looking for Bendismal, but he's just kept off out of the play there beautifully by Barabuchi. Checks up, turns, comes back inside. Just unfortunately for him, comes into the traffic. It's quickly picked up here now by Kaku. Kaku just had to check the ID. Kaku goes with a nice half swing here now. Araja going in towards the goal. Araja. Beautiful goal there by Kaku Araja. Just as you see, you had Barabuchi turning around on the play there. Beautifully taken the man, turns back inside, but as he did, unfortunately, he turned back into traffic. And the ball coming loose and pouncing on that quickly there was Kaku Raja. Take that ball down the field and through the goals. For goal number 4 on the board here now for Ghantoot. The whistle blows here now for a half of chucker number 2 for the players to quickly go and change ponies before getting it back underway once more. And these grounds here in magnificent condition here at Ghantoot. And in fact, for this time of the year, it is still quite warm with the night temperatures not dropping. So the grass is still growing quite prolifically here for the winter months. In Abu Dhabi, yes, they are cutting up a little bit. The distance, although it does cut up, it makes it safer and easier for the horses to get some purchase into the ground. And players will tell you that it's amazing the difference it makes when you haven't got a bit of purchase into it. The horses feel more comfortable turning, they feel more comfortable stopping because it's not jarring them up and bruising their feet. So an excellent job done here by the ground crew at Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club. Ghantoot, of course, set over 300 hectares, in which you have 3 floodlit polo fields. This, the Sultan bin Said field, the Sheikh Said field was a main grandstand from the old racecourse, and the number 2 field behind us here on the Sultan bin Said field, as well as a beautiful floodlit sticker ball field, which is certainly not the norm for polo clubs throughout the world. Ghantoot celebrating over 25 years as a polo club here in Abu Dhabi. So the 2 teams lined up here to get chucker number 2 underway once more. With umpire right to bowl this ball into play, and the ball gets bowled into play, middle line out it is. Martin over the top of that one there, pushed off out of it there by Nasser, but it's picked up here by Stanislaw. Ing behind, probably clean it up and help out. It is Barabucci. Barabucci sends the boys up forward. The Colonel in chief takes it forward, gets a little bit more room, sends it in, gets a little bit too much cut on that one underneath the neck and pushes it wide to the left side of the goal. First onto it there is going to be Kaku Raja, reading it well, hence 7 goals, but unfortunately gave the commentators cursing over the top of that one. He comes home onto this one here now is Nasser. We get a whistle on the play in the far corner there, as I believe we have an Abu Dhabi player just crossing in front of him. So the ball will be dropped down here now for a penalty in favour of Ghantoot. This is penalty 5. A spot penalty anywhere in the field. A penalty 5B is brought up to the middle of the field. A penalty 4 from 60 yards in front of goal. A penalty 3, 40 yards in front of goal. And a penalty 2, 30 yards in front of goal. A team must be put in the position they would have been in if they had not been fouled. So progressing forward, the penalty will be moved forward. So Kaku Raja gets this one up to just short of the halfway line, wide out in front of us here at the clubhouse for Colombres. Colombres at pace, going with him is Stanislaw, just cutting the corner off, trying to get to the ball first, does so. Looks like that ball, unfortunately though, has just bowled out over the boards. No more do we have a line out, we have a hit in from where the ball came out of play for a free hit, which will be dropped by the umpire. Players called. Have to have an 8-second gap before players can be called for players to get back in position, and Barabucci sends this one up, and unfortunately for him, just loses control of the ball, and out over the boards it goes. So just in front of us here now, we will have a free hit in favour of Ghantoot. Abu Dhabi have to get themselves back 30 yards from the ball, otherwise they find themselves in an offside position and can make no play. So it is Araja, brings it into play, brings up to his marker. Taps it one way, goes the other way, looks for space, does so, drives this ball up here this time, sends it up but into the throws it is, and it falls there for Barabucci. Barabucci gets the hook in, but it's picked up once again there by Araja. Araja coming through the crowd here this time. Araja under the neck, looking to swoop this one on through underneath the neck there, and it is a beautiful goal there by Kaku Araja. That's 2 goals back to back there for Kaku Araja, making it 5 goals it is to Ghantoot. 1.5 on handicap to Abu Dhabi. They're certainly showing some good teamwork out here this afternoon is this Ghantoot side. You see Araja just standing off the play a little bit rather than getting involved in a bit of a melee, and the ball pops out and enabling him to jump onto it and get to goal. So the ball back into play once more, and into play it is. Backhand, couldn't execute that one there, gets another bite at the cherry, but gets hooked off out of it here by Martin. Martin comes forward, Martin avoiding the hook there from Yusuf. Yusuf's hook successful, backhand by Colombres, but first onto this one here now, having to go back for it is going to be Barabucci. Barabucci tries to come onto this one here now, but the ball is backed on out of that one there, and it looks like it is Nasser. Nasser Shamsi coming forward onto this one here now. Nasser up over the halfway line, looking to see where his opposition is. He has Barabucci coming strong. There goes the first shooter. Barabucci coming strongly back at him. Oh, and he couldn't quite get the next one off. Barabucci reached out a long way, couldn't get it. Hard riding off there by Stanislaw. We get a whistle on the play. And you see as the Stanislaw is being hard ridden off, goes with the backhand, and I think there's an accidental clash of mallets. And that there will end. Chukker number 2, ladies and gentlemen, we have what's considered a foul hook. You may only hook another player's mallet when they're in the process of striking the ball and from the same side that they're playing the ball. And I think that was an accidental hook there by Yusuf bin Dismal. And now for our Polo Line viewers, we will go to a few adverts and messages at the end of Chukker number 2. And a few kind members will walk out onto the field and tread in a few divots as tradition in Poland.
No, I didn't say that, no. But honestly, for me, it's a pleasure to be here in UAE, which is Ghantoot, which is, for me, it's my second home. I came here to this club, I just think it's for the 20 years, so I feel that. So it's always a pleasure, I say, and fun to play. So, I mean, we still enjoy it, with Fares especially. We have a team which we did this organization together, and for me, it's a lot of fun to do it. So, for me, it's always a pleasure. No, yes, no, it's not that. Also, we have to say thanks to Ghantoot. They have an amazing polo field, which is we enjoy to play. Also, the patron, the sponsor, they enjoy it also. We can use it, we can pass the ball, and at the same time they can carry on. So, to play polo in this kind of field is much more easy. No? We are together most of the time. We play checkers, we play polo, so it's nothing. It's friendly game for sure. We try to win like them. They did it, and anything happen, for sure they're going to happen for the best way. Thank you so much, and also thanks to Polo Line to be here and to bring cover all this polo here in UAE, especially in Ghantoot, and thank you for all the support, you guys.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here, live on Polo Line, streaming throughout the world, the premier website and polo streaming in the world. During January, they'll be covering the likes of Emirates, Saudi Arabia, and the Silver Cup, all at the same time. Great coverage of all the polo in Argentina and the UK and throughout Europe, as well as here in the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia. So, players called to get Chukker number 3 on the way, to be brought in by Kaku Raja. Kaku, that's the ball forward. He sends Stanislaw out, Stanislaw the runner, giving him an option, and you have Bin Dismal. Just in the marker, goes himself, comes over, comes one way, comes the other way, looking to unsight it, looking to get an opportunity. Finds his window, there it is, and Kaku Raja, he's through the gap. No, sorry, it's not Kaku, I apologise, it's Barabucci, I do apologise there. But it is a great player, Barabucci, who comes up through onto that one there, but the backhand comes in, it's picked up here by Stanislaw. Stanislaw sends it up here now. Stanislaw drives this ball up forward, up the front door. He's trying to get that one up there for the waiting Farashibuni, but doesn't quite get to him. But coming through here, Miguel comes through, but the backhand comes in this time by Kaku. Kaku's backhand gets stopped. Doesn't go forward, gets another bite of that one there. Does Kaku Raja, sends a turning play, but quickly onto it is going to be Barabucci. Barabucci sends it back into the throws once again, and down in the danger zone. Bump and a ride off there from Kaku onto Martin. He gets a bit of a look at a grubby little dirty backhand there, and a beautiful goal there by Martin. Persevering well, working hard. Making the score now. 2.5 goals it is to Abu Dhabi. 5 goals to Ghantoot. Some umpire, Peter Wright, lines two teams up here now, just waiting for Nasser to get in on the right side. The ball gets bowled into play it is. Back of the line out it comes. Kaku comes away with this one here. Hugo there goes with him. Underneath the neck he comes, straightens up. Hugo got the shorter line down the middle of the field, gets himself established onto it. Sends the backhand, opens that one out to the far side of the field, the stable side, but well read there by, it was Nasser. Sends it back into the throws once more, and it's reciprocated and sent back, but this time Kaku sends it back in once again. It is just like playing like a little bit of tennis here at the moment, quickly coming through onto that one there. It's Columbus onto it, looks for the big neck shot. The big neck shot comes in, unfortunately doesn't quite get what he was looking for, and out over the back line it goes. So the ball on the back line. Hugo Barabucci to bring back into play once again here now for Abu Dhabi. Sends a good shot out here now for Stanislaw. Sends it out wide, out into space, something for him to run onto. One-time play, sends this one up, looking for Miguel, but doesn't quite come onto that line, so it's a little bit too straight. Beautifully played there by Nasser. Nice little backhand there, but enough there for Raja. See the horsemanship there, checks up, controls the ball, great hook skill on the horse and with a mallet. Sends his boys up forward here now. Got Nasser going left. He's got Juju up the middle. Sends it out here left to Nasser at pace, carrying momentum further down the field, looking for the cut shot. Gets a good driving shot, but it's just possibly a little bit too straight, and too straight it is. And out over the back line it goes. Got a little bit too much over the top of that one there. Just could have got a little bit wider from it to give him the angle. And the umpire blows the whistle as the ball's out of play as we're halfway through chukker number 3. And we'll just have a quick break as we players quickly change ponies. Abu Dhabi having to go the long way up to the Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed end of the field. Ghantoot down their end, quickly mounting up and back out onto the field. But they'll be retiring back 30 yards from the ball. All penalties have to be given 30 yards from where the ball is placed for the defending side, for safety of course. So Ghantoot will have to retire back 30 yards, and the ball will get brought back into play by Abu Dhabi when they make their way down as far as the field. Abu Dhabi managing to get a goal on the board here in the form of Joaquin Miguel. Working hard for it and well positioned. Managed to get that ball away from Kaku, trying to defend it and popped it through the goals. Taking their score to 2.5 to 5. Stanislaw back on the field quickly. Although the grooms will do a great job behind the scenes, warming up these ponies, Ghantoot just keeping their ponies warmed and ready on their tiptoes. They try and pounce on this and take advantage of being down this Abu Dhabi end of the field and try to capitalise on it. And I'd like to say thank you very much to all the grooms, the ground staff who I thanked earlier, and very much so can't thank them enough for the great job they do here at Ghantoot. The grooms back at house that makes everything happen, vets, farriers, and the whole team behind it. It's not just 4 players coming out in the field and having a bit of a hit around. And especially when you get up into the high goal polo, there can be many, many people involved. So, Barabucci to bring it in once more here for Abu Dhabi, taps it forward. A little bit of pressure put on him here now, so this time he unloads it and sends it up the middle of the field, trying to get that one up there for Yabuni. Yabuni going back up onto this one here now, but he's just been rid off out of it there by Bin Ismail. Over the top of it he goes, leaves it now for Nasser. Nasser comes forward here now. Nasser Al-Shamsi, he in turn is ridden off out of that one there, but falls here for Columbus. Columbus tries to make A bit of a play onto it there, but couldn't quite get it, so it comes. Kaku breaks it forward, gets a bit more angle on it, sends it forward. In comes Barabucci, Suffocates, sends it back. We get a whistle on the play. And Kaku just having a word with the umpire, thinking, hang on, I could come into there, but no, little did he know that he had Yabuni hot on his heels. He's more established on the line. And we'll have a penalty here now in favour of Abu Dhabi, where the foul occurred for Hugo Barabucci. Staying in close proximity is the Stanislav, so he can go short or can use him as a runner. It looks like he's sending them up forward. Hugo looking for the big one here. Goes with a beautiful swing, makes it look very easy indeed, and drives that ball up into the danger zone. Takes off out of the play there. Kept off out. Beautiful clearing play. Quickly onto it here is going to be Araja. Takes it wide out towards the side here now. Checks up, looks to see where his teammates are. See who he's got where. This time over the shoulder, drives it up looking for Nasser. Nasser Shamsi going back, but in front of him gets a good backhand once again there. Does Shibuni. The ball comes off a pony, it's just left there. Couldn't get onto it, and we have players coming in all directions as Hugo tries to come away with the ball, but it looks like the ball had actually been trodden on slightly as well. But I think we have a 2 against 1 situation where you have a player from either side coming one direction, and a player from the opposition coming the other way, and that was Barabucci. And the flow of play to avoid a head-on collision. The umpire has blown the whistle, and we have a penalty for a 60-yard penalty in favour of Ghantoot. As I said before, a team that gets fouled needs to be put into a position they would have been if they had not been fouled. So Kaku Raja tees this one up here now. I said tees it up, just looks for a nice clean bit of ground, or maybe a bit of a divot to take advantage of, so you can get a good look at the bottom of the ball. Try and loft this one clean over the top and through the goalpost. Takes a couple of practice swings and settles that pony down beautifully. A great one to watch to take penalties. Here's Kaku Raja. Composes that pony beautifully. It takes a good driving shot, and as I said, a great exhibition of penalty taking there by Kaku Raja. Clean over the top and through the middle of the pylons there for Ghantoot. 6 goals it is now to Ghantoot, 2.5 to Abu Dhabi. They certainly got their teamwork going here now, have Ghantoot. As Tim said earlier, making dream work. Ball into play, frontal line out, looking for that one there. Miguel, ridden off at it, couldn't get onto it. It's going to be Barabucci, flicks it away, comes on his near side, leaves it now for Stanislav. In comes Columbus putting the pressure on. Around comes Barabucci to give him a bit of a helping hand and the support that it requires. Stanislav just keeping the man off it, allowing him to unleash that ball and send it up the field here. But it looks like it's only going as far as Raja. Raja doesn't play the backhand to risk of it coming into other players and into the traffic, so he takes it deep down into his own territory and just makes a turning play, making space and time for himself. The confidence of this man here. Raja drops a hammer down here now, and he goes on the run here. Does Raja. Looks up to see where Barabucci is, and over the top of it, the backhand comes in by Yabuni, and it's now picked up by Miguel. Miguel turns the play there with Colombres, working hard on him, turning one way, turning the other way, waiting for Stanislav to come in and try and give him a bit of helping hand. Does so. Stanislav picks up the play here, and they're all coming in onto that play there. They're going to have to yield off for Stanislav to try and yield that one, and we get a whistle on the play. This will be interesting, because if he drove the ball into the horse, then he will be penalised for going to play. If the opposition player cut across in front of him when he was trying to hit the ball, he's endangering his horse and himself, and a penalty will be given against the hitter. Sorry, against the receiver. So Kaku Raja just to safety of the horse, of course, as I said, it's of tantamount importance. We'll take that horse off the field for it to be checked out by a veterinary surgeon and make sure that everything is okay. Okay, just quickly changing up here now, let's see what umpire writes. Decision is, by the looks of it,
Abu Dhabi are retiring here. And the ball will be teed up.
A 60-yard defended penalty to start. Chucker number 4. As the first two have gone, penalty will not be exacted. We'll start off chuck number 4. So, ladies and gentlemen, Polo line, you can see it'll be a very exciting game so far, but it's going in the way of Ghantoot. They've certainly got themselves organised for their first match this afternoon for this main final. As I said, their first match, Abu Dhabi were all over them, made great effect on them and managed to beat them.
The umpire's not happy with that one and get a whistle. Was he being prevented from making the play? Was he being blocked in the play there by Colombres? Or should he have unleashed that one? Let's see what the umpire decides, and it looks like it is going to be a penalty in favour of Ghantoot.
Just trying to tap that ball one too many times.
Taps the ball forward here now. All right. Goes on.
Lovely dessert after tea, a 3-course meal with beverages.
The price included only for €120. See here, you haven't got any options for your man playing left foot studio. Another ball brought back into play now by Aaron. Tries this one up forward. Gets one in like on that one there, has to pick it up once again, comes up forward, through the play, he comes here now. Murphy at pace, playing well, goes forward once more, keeps control of it. Under the neck, he's looking for this one here, does, but doesn't quite get the angle he was looking for. Over the back line it goes, playing well, nice play there. Kept it short, kept it close, at pace, kept control of the ball. Stands out keeping the man off the play, but unfortunately wasn't able to finish that one off. Once more, Kaku rising is bringing it in here now for Ghantoot. Kaku taps it forward. Goes in this one here now, makes the drive, sends it out, and looking for Colombres or Nasser. Nasser working with Stanislav, takes it wide, gets the backhand, not as much as he wants to, so good work there. Comes onto it there, but unfortunately just pops that one out over the board. So we have a foul now in favour. Halfway through this chucker, it looks like the umpire's blown the whistle for the request to change ponies. So two teams quickly in the field here now. We'll start with free hit. Opportunities to further close this gap, but unfortunately unable to find the goals they were looking for. play here now. Tries that one up towards goal. He's got the boys out there in front of him. He's looking for his man, but unfortunately couldn't get to it. Nassau Shamsi comes in, beautiful near side backhand. Intercepted, changed direction once again out into some open space. Here comes Araja. Araja on the bounce. Balls just to see if he couldn't quite control the second bouncing ball, but he's got Yusuf coming in defence. He comes off the game with that one there. It says now. Sells things out, checks things up. He has Yusuf there with him, drags it forward, sends it backhand. Sets it up here now, nicely for Hugo. Hugo on the play. Hugo Ranucci brings it wide out towards the ball. Forwards coming back with him here. Checking up hard on that one there is Araja. Over the top of it they come. Leaving it now for Stansel. Playing the advantage. The umpire is. He taps this one forward. He's got Hugo there in behind him. Hugo. It comes off the back of the line here now. Baramucci going past it here. In there comes Kaku on his near side. He's in for Stanislau now. In comes Kaku once again. Ubiquitous all over the field. Takes his ball deep down to his own territory, but in doing so it goes out over the back line. Will this be another corner? Yes it is. Another opportunity here now for Abu Dhabi. Another one on the board. Great defensive play by Kaku. He's taking one man, then taking the next man, but in doing so the ball goes out over his own back line. Another penalty six, a 60-yard penalty in favour of Abu Dhabi.
Seba, ¿por qué no probas poner el sonido de mi cámara?
Checked on him a little bit, he drives it, it's not as hard as he'd like, and it's just gone wide across the face of goal it is. So no goal to be scored there for Abu Dhabi. And once more, sigh of relief it is for the Ghantoot team as the ball's on the back line for Kaku Araja to bring back into play once again. Kaku. That's across the face of goal. It's the top of the center field. It's not for long. He's through. He's unmarked. Comes underneath with this one here. Does it wrong way, then comes the other way. Going into the play here, but there. As always, by Barabucci, puts the pressure on, couldn't pick it up, goes over the top, can't go on to that one there. Gets away with it, does Colombres play. Picks it up, sends it up forward here now for Nasser Al-Shamsi, looks over his shoulder, Yabouni coming back at pace to put the pressure on Nasser. Nasser, under the neck, he goes with this one here, Nasser Al-Shamsi, oh, he's got a little bit too high, got a little bit too much angle on that one. And out over the back line he goes. The scoreman is 27 goals to go to 2.5 it is to Abu Dhabi. Takes it forward, goes himself, he yields, giving Barabucci the number to come through on this one here now. And the ball is now Rahim forward. Rahim. That's it up for Stansel. Comes back to the helping hand, but wins it forward this time, looking for the pass. Also gets that one off, and it's going to fall there for Kaku plays the backhand, leaves to throw onto this one here, and of course it's that man. Barabucci making the turning play towards the middle of the field, comes in now. You know, he's got a man there goes the first two, taking a movement, trying to give him a little bit of protection. Enough opportunity to get this ball out into some open space. He's going to have to bring this one forward, looking for the opportunity to unload it. Does so, drives that one up, goal and bound it goes. It needs a little bit more help to take the distance. And in comes Yabouni going forward onto the front here now. Yabouni, his ball just gets stopped there by Kaku, but he's back onto it once more and flicks this one in towards the goal, and through the goal it is. I believe that was for Faris Al-Yabouni to end chapter number 4 with a score now being 3.5 goals in this 7. In favour of Ghantoot. Well, viewers will go to some more messages. Here at Ghantoot, enjoy the setting sun. Because we will go to Polo. inserts as well. So we have the two teams back out on the field here now to get chucker number 5 underway. 7 goals it is to Ghantoot, 3.5 it is to Abu Dhabi. Looks like it's still just waiting on one. Right now, so Shamsi. So the two teams back on the middle of the field here now, from my right to get this ball into play as such. Nelson's got a stick. Change to get chucker number 5 on the way. So there it is, ball back into play it is, didn't waste any time. Great to see Kaku off the back line out there in front of Hugo. Hugo trying to make up the ground up the middle of the field for his Kaku Raja. Nice stroking play by Kaku, looks for the goal, goes under the net, gets a good shot. That ball's got the curl on it, has it got the length, has it got the distance, who's it go? Stanislaw comes in, saves it away from the goal mouth. Tries to come back onto it, sent back in once more here by Colombia. Once again, backs this one out, same today again, he grabbed it out. Attack of Ghantoot out of the way, but we get a whistle on the play. All in on there on Barrow's on the far side. This one up here now, will penalty might be from the middle of the field. Just a little bit over from the Ghantoot players. Rush of blood or something. Off the way out of play there by Yusuf, chasing direction, taking it away there from the goal mouth. Picked up now once again by Kaku. Settles it down over the shoulder, drives this one up, sends that one up the field, but it gets ricocheted, comes off the pony, it gets cut out of the play, but it's going to be Barabucci to swoop onto it once again. Barabucci, you get a whistle on the play. This ball forward, forward there. Oh, you get a big player. Short penalty here in favour of Abu Dhabi. Once more close this gap, another opportunity for them. Looks like they'll probably go to a penalty 4. Penalty. This of course is dependable. Maybe there's a little bit of chit-chat coming back from the Ghantoot players. Throughout the season here, not just match by match. Gets that pony settled nicely, drives it in and through the goal it goes, closes the gap once more for Abu Dhabi. 4.5 goals it is now for Abu Dhabi. 7 goals to Ghantoot. It's 40 minutes left to play here. Chucker number 5. Like the first shooter, that will end up somebody's time to have a half goal to consider, even if they were tied. So umpire right, lines the two teams up, holds that ball into play, and the player goes get stuck in front of the line, something out of there, couldn't pick it up, but it's going to be Mati comes away from here. Mati he steps this one forward, tries to get something out of that one there, but he's well supported there by Stanislaw, sends it too far, sends And the backhand comes in, but it's just picked up beautifully there by Yabuni. Goes with the big next shot. Wide goes. Out on the back line. Yabuni scored a cracking next shot the other day from the other end of the field. At pace. Dabs the ball forward here now. Goes for the shot here this time. Doesn't come under the net, goes up straight up to the head. Nasser gets a step on Stanislau. Couldn't carry it any further forward. Stanislau checks up on this ball here now. Checks up, comes round, comes away there, and he just gets pinged by the umpire on that one there. You see, he checked up and made the turning play, left the ball slightly behind. After his back throw, do so, turn right across the right of way of Yusuf bin Ismail. Getting the foul. That there now will call for a half-time break in shuffle number 5 for the two players. For the two teams, rather, to quickly go change players. I was just asking for the clarification there from the umpire. You can see quite clearly there as he can get the ball. Left it right there, and in doing so, we see back for it turns right across one of the players, not quite enough room. So for safety reasons, the umpire says now will be given to perfectly. Kaku would have just had to move it for his own peace of mind. Kaku having a good chat there with people there himself. Remembering he was Kaku also playing North London in England as well. And just off the back of a really good season in Argentina. Argentina have a quick break now after the finals of the Argentine Open at Palermo. And of course, the camera. A lot of these polo players, especially at the top end, have been fairly transient throughout the world. There'll be a number of the top players coming over here to the UAE, as there will also be a number of players coming over from other parts of the world. And of course, others will be going to Florida, which has a very busy season there at Wellington. At all levels of polo and up to 26 goal polo. So, two teams back out of the field here now. Hugo back on his nice little grey. Which he did play earlier on in the match. There's a bit of a mellying around as the ball is teed up. Yabuni having a quick chat there with Nasser before he retires back behind the goal for this short penalty in favour of Ghantoot. Just taps that one beautifully towards the goal, and oh, Kakuraja, he raises his head to the heavens and it goes wide. Casual, but just a little bit too casual, so the ball's on the back line here now for Hugo Barabucci to bring back into play once again. Drives this one up here now, can come back onto his own play. Yusuf just cuts across in front of him on this one. He's going to have to yield off it and play the advantage on it there. Just Barabucci taps it forward one more time. Martin comes in to give him the support, goes himself on this one here now. Colombres waiting, leaves it, yields it, but in comes Colombres, slips in. There's a little bit too much gap, showed a little bit too much of it. Sends the backhand comes in, but look at the reading, the anticipation there of Barabucci. Barabucci onto it once more and drives this one up. He's looking there for Faris Yabuni. First round onto this one here will be Nasser. On the neck he goes, out towards the far side, looking for a little bit of space, does so, gets it, on the far boards he goes here now, drives this one beautifully up the field here, out in smoke and space, cutting him down the middle of the field though, is Martin. Martin gets onto that one there, sends the backhand out towards the boards it goes, but it's intercepted and picked up well here by Stanislaw. Stanislaw comes under the neck with this one here now. Stanislaw in hot pursuit with him there is Bindismal. Couldn't get the backhand Kushushu, but beautifully picked up here by Martin. Martin takes it in towards the middle of the field. In comes Nasser. Clears it away, backhand, but it's that man once again covering it again is going to be Barabucci under his neck where he looks to see where his players are, puts the ball into space for Martin to come onto. Martin comes up onto this one here, can't come in there, can Kaku. Takes it deeper down towards the back line. He's got to get this one under the neck and straightened up if he can. He gets hooked off out of the player. Stanislaw couldn't pick it up, but coming across in front there was Yusuf, but it's going to be left here for Barabucci. Sticking balls that one all the way home. All the patience in the world. Hugo Barabucci scoring there for Abu Dhabi. They score 5.5 it is to 7 goals. A minute and a half left to play here in the 5th and final chuck. It only takes 30 seconds from that line out, 26 seconds. That ball has to get bowled back into play after going through the goals. So umpire right, lines the two teams up, bowls that ball back into play it is, looking for this one here now is Stanislaw, sends the backhand comes in, gets deflected off a pony, but this time it's picked up by Martin. Martin coming forward, working hard as ever, comes up forward with this one once again. He's got to try and get through both big guns, doesn't manage to do so, but as he does, he gets impeded in his play where both of them are trying to shut him down, and we get a whistle and a penalty here now in favour of Abu Dhabi. Looking to close that gap more to get themselves within half a goal. 1:22 on the clock. Oh, this is getting close. It's getting tight. It's getting nerve-wracking. A couple of the players from Ghantoot leaving the field to quickly change ponies, looking for the fresh legs. They thought they had this thing in the bag, but evidently not. Pushing hard, working hard there. Martin. And the ball's placed down here for a short penalty in favour of Abu Dhabi to be taken by Stanislaw. Stanislaw soaking round up onto the play. Looking to put this one away to get them within half a goal. Never say die, Abu Dhabi. Stanislaw canters up to this one casually, nicely, and does, and puts it away through the goal. The flagman confirms it. It's 6.5 goals to 7, but it's just that half a goal difference keeping Ghantoot a whisper in the lead. So back to the middle of the field it is. The clock tick-tocking down. 30 seconds to go before the first hooter, and it is umpire right to bowl the ball back into play. This ball comes. They won't be wanting to waste any time, so they better not be making any fouls in. We come here now. First back, Barabucci goes with the under the neck. He goes with that one. The California backhand round the back in front of the neck of the horse. He gets it, but picked up here by Colombres. Colombres up on the move here now. This is what Colombres wants. Just get this ball out of trouble. Oh, he's over the top of that one there. Picked up nicely there by Nasser on the near side. Feeding it up to Colombres once more on his near side again. Trying to get onto it. They're all scrambling for that ball. Can't get onto it. The ball's just been left there for Yabuni. Yabuni comes in with a monster backhand to clear it away for Abu Dhabi. And that there will end the match, ladies and gentlemen. On the first hooter it is. So winners, running out the winners, is Ghantoot by half a goal over Abu Dhabi. Ghantoot started this match really well indeed. Very strongly took command, but never say die Abu Dhabi worked their way back into this match, getting to within half a goal, but not quite able to clinch it at the end there. So the two teams congratulate each other in the sportsmanlike way of polo. The two teams will leave the field of play, and then they'll be coming over here for the prize presentation of the Emirates International Championship 2022. So for the viewers on Polo Line, I'm sure we'll go to a few stats, which would be interesting to see how the flow of the game went and the control from those lineouts. And then first of all, in fact, I've just been informed by Sebastian that they'll go to some videos and then they'll come back to the stats for your viewers on Polo Line. So in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I look forward to seeing you here shortly for the prize presentation.
Charlie Matthews on the stage there now, taking his prize. Well done, Charlie. And I'd like to invite up now Harvey Atkins. Up you come, please, Harvey. Well done. Harvey played really well indeed today. And of course, for our winners here, let us celebrate and put your hands together here now for the Dubai Polo Question Club 1. Should really have a proper name, shouldn't they? And first of all, playing at number 1, Noor Alabar. Up you come, Noor. Well done. And playing at number 2, giving you great support there. And a good mixed team it was, Emily Bennett. And playing at number 3, Ainul Ahmed, up you come. Aidan. And who played a little blinder today was Arhan Joshi. Up you come, please, Arhan. Well done. And now if we can have a photograph of the winners, please. If you just stay there, Arhan, stay there. If you'd like to go up, the winners go up on stage for a photograph. And following this, we'll just have the winners, and then straight after this, we will have the So put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, there. And then up on the stage for a group photograph of all of you. Stay there, please. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, stay there. Accept the moment. And up you go, up on stage, up on the far side. So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the future of UAE Polo. These guys have been playing all over Dubai this week. They have the finals there at DPEC tomorrow. Luckier than most of us. This week they played in 4 different polo clubs. Unbelievable. Been amazing, and it's great to see the backing and everybody supporting the junior polo here in the UAE. Thank you very much indeed. So, ladies and gentlemen, for the Emirates Polo Championship International, first of all, I'd like to invite up onto the stage our umpire here, Mr. Peter Wright. He's coming up the other side, doing the sneaky, sorry. Problem with umpires, you never know where they are, but they're always looking and always watching. So thank you very much, Peter, for all your kind help and hard work this week. And as I said, they had one of the matches whereby they had the juniors listening in. He was commentating on it about fouls, something for them to learn, which is great, and thank you very much indeed. So, for the Emirates Polo Championship International, our runners-up, Abu Dhabi, playing at number 1, Faris Al-Yabouni. Well, unfortunately, he's still sat in his chair. So if the Abu Dhabi team can please make their way, as we've already started the prize ceremony. In the meantime, of course, I'd like to thank the sponsors who participated in this tournament, of course, being the Abu Dhabi Sports Council, the Emirates Heritage Club, Yana Hotel and Resorts, and Ghantoot Equestrian Supplies. And I did mention earlier there is a dinner here afterwards, so if you wish to make use, no plans to rush off, make use of the great hospitality here at Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club. Just for a mere 120 dirhams, we have a three-course meal with soft drinks and also beer and wine being served by the bottle. So in fact, whilst we're just waiting here now, if I could just ask Miguel, Vinifor, Miguel, who looked after the juniors and done a great job here, also played with the Essential Lamar team. Thank you very much indeed, Miguel. So, Abu Dhabi, yalla. Trot on, Faris, you can do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go now. Faris Al Yamouni was me one at a time, but never mind. That's our Abu Dhabi team. We have Faris, Martin, Stanislao, and of course, the one and only Hugo Barabucci. And our winners, ladies and gentlemen, from Ghantoot, playing at number 1, is Yusuf bin Ismail. Playing at number 2 is Nasser Al-Shamsi. Up you come, Nasser. Whoop. Playing at number 3, Oscar Colombres. And playing at number 4, it is the one and only Marcos Kaku Araja. And then if we can please have the 2 teams plus the umpire up on the stage for a group photograph, please. And the cup. Yes, the presentation, 2 teams, please. Up on the up there. The trophy to our winners of the 2022 Emirates Polo Championship International. It is Ghantoot. Looks a bit heavy, that one. Careful. Now, if you put that one down, if you can have Abu Dhabi up on the stage as well, please, for a group photograph. And just one quick award there goes to Kaku Raja for MVP, Most Valuable Player. And last but by no means least, the most important thing, if we can clear the way on that side for our best playing pony, we're also played by Kaku Raja. Get bored saying that name all the time, all day. And ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to ask you to be quiet when the mare comes in. She is a little excited. It might be one of the first of many pony prizes still to come. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's a mare called Marisa. Thank you very much indeed. As you see, certainly highly tuned and a little bit anxious, one might say, but it's been great to see her play out here this afternoon. And now we have a few certificates of appreciation. Could we have representative from the Abu Dhabi Police, please, to come forward? Abu Dhabi Police. Thank you very much indeed. To accept a thank you and a certificate of appreciation here from Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club. And from the Emirates Heritage Club. So thank you very much indeed for once again your kind support here of events at Abu Dhabi. So could we have a representative from Jannah Hotel, please?
Thank you very much indeed for your continued support here. And again, from the kind support of the Maraba events, please, if you'd like to come forward. Thank you very much indeed. And Mohammed Al-Shadri, if you'd like to come up, thank you very much indeed once more for your kind support here. Thank you very much indeed. And also now we have Awadid Al-Maheri, if you'd like to come up, please. Apologise for my pronunciation. And could we please have Al-Daleni? If you'd like to come up, please. Thank you very much indeed. From social media, which we all need. It is the way forward today. So thank you very much indeed, gentlemen, and all your supporters here today. Thank you very much indeed to His Excellency bin Saeed bin Hanif Mansour and, of course, Khalid Saeed. And everybody else here, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've had a wonderful day. As I mentioned, there is a dinner going on here this evening. If you wish to stay for a magnificent dinner here, a great value at 120 dirhams, 3-course meal, and soft drinks as well as beer and wine served by the bottle. So for myself, Adam Snowden, and Ghantoot, thank you very much and have a wonderful evening and a very Merry Christmas.